Hey, Tubies, this is Bob Hickman. It is so good to be back with all of you. Well, here we are. It's Saturday night, and you know what that means. It's time for our Saturday night seance. I am just so thrilled to be here. You know, for those of you who are new here, our Saturday night seance is a tradition that we're having every week, and we gather and we open the door between the worlds and we let the spirits come through. I am a professional psychic medium and a trance channel, and as a trance channel, I allow the spirit world to use my body to overshadow my consciousness and to bring messages through me to bring to all of you. And I hope that you'll stay and join us for our sitting tonight. If you enjoy this, you might want to pick up a copy of my book. Got some glare on it, called Messages from Rose. This is a book that I have out. You can pick that up at my website at robert-hickman.com. And that is, it tells my story about meeting my spirit guide, Rose. And, she's one of my principal guides that I channel. And it's always wonderful to have an experience of hearing from her. So I get as much out of the channeling as all of you. Well, I'm glad you're here. I'm going to settle down and go into trance, and we're going to see what our dear friend Rose has for us tonight. Hopefully she'll come through. Good evening, my name is Rose. It is such a blessing to be here. I am so thankful for our medium who allows me to use his body that I might come and be heard here upon the earth. Many times I have reached across to the people of the earth and yet had no success. It is very difficult for us in the spirit world to be heard. Our frequency is at a different vibration and is beyond the range of human hearing. Your own scientists are now discovering that when spirit voices are captured upon tape or in electronic devices, that their frequency is much elevated beyond that of the human voice. This accounts as for why people do not hear us. Though we may not be audibly heard, our vibration is that which we impinge upon the soul. Every human being has a soul, and it is of a vibration of light. When I first arrived in the spirit world, it was the glorious light of the Godhead that greeted me. For many years I had avoided this light and stayed in the darkest parts of purgatory. And when I was free of my fear and allowed to go into the light, I discovered that the light is love. Inside every human exists this light. All of you are beings of immense love. You are the reflections of God Himself. When we speak of this light, it is important to understand that its basis is in love. Love is also a vibration, and like light, it can create life, and eternal life at that. You are not meant to live in death as a being of unconsciousness trapped within a grave. It is true that the grave holds the body, but the spirit is meant to return to the light. As you love, you become more full of that light. All across the earth there are people awakening to their soul's potential. They are discovering that the light is a power, and it is a force that empowers them to do good. In your own life, you may find there are those times when you feel full of sorrow, and you feel like you cannot continue on your earthly journey. It is at these times of darkness that you must reach beyond your limited view and call forth the higher power. We in the spirit world love to assist those who reach out. During my own earthly sojourn, I had many opportunities to connect with the higher realms, and unfortunately I wasted my life ignoring and yes, even mocking this reality. But do you see, death finds us all at some point, and when we cross over that great divide, we become acutely aware of how very much we have loved or have not loved. If you begin with the simple act of love, you will find that the light within you becomes stronger. This light of love is the light of God. It is the light of your very being. And so when we look at others, we must be very careful, for we must not judge by outer appearance. It is true, my vicar in the church, I used to belong to the Church of England, my vicar would say, Rose, God knows the heart. And I used to be very arrogant. I said, well, that's all good and well, but it doesn't make much sense to me. But you'll see, my limited vision did not allow me to understand the greater truth. If you wish to know God, then learn to love your fellow human. Jesus said, love your neighbor as yourself, and love God with all your heart. He said, how can you love God who you do not see, and yet not love your neighbor who you do see? This is a very deep and profound message, and one that has allowed me to grow here into the light being that I am now in the world of spirit. Our world is a world of light. Some shine brighter here than others. But do not let your own lack of soul light be a discouragement. For every day is your opportunity to step and to grow into that light. That light will be your salvation. Every soul leaves the earth with a destination into the world of spirit. You will go to the realm to which you are most attuned, for the vibration that you carry will be your reality in eternity. But do not fear. If you have lived a life of debauchery and hatred and cruelty, it is not too late to begin a step in the right direction. Even the very smallest acts of kindness bring transformation to your soul. So today I ask you, reach out in love to your neighbor. Perhaps there's a lonely person in your neighborhood, an older person. Perhaps a smile each day would help them, a kind word. You know, when I was alive, I lived in London, and people would bustle about the streets and pay no attention to each other. These conditions of human self-absorption are not limited to your modern day. They existed even in my time. But they are reminders that we must pause and reach for our fellow man and say, my dear, how are you today? And truly mean it from the heart. Do not fear if you are rejected for your kindness, for your act of mercy is seen over here in the spirit world, and your own soul will grow in the light. And if you practice this kindness, your gloriousness will shine in eternity at the time of your arrival in our world, in the spirit world. Today, reach out to your fellow friends. If they are friends near or far, let them know that they are loved. Give them your heart. Give them your mind. Give them the gift of your presence. You know, on the earth we're approaching the holiday season. It is a wonderful time. Perhaps you could give a little gift to somebody who is alone. It does not have to be expensive. Perhaps you want to give them a cake or some cookies or some sweets. Americans call them cookies. We used to call them biscuits. I've learned the American ways through working with our medium. You'll see the simple things are most important, and you will move closer to the light. Love is the call. Hear our call. All of us in the spirit world will help you. Let us help you. Listen for our voices. Feel our presences. If you cannot hear us, ask for us to come to you in a way that you can relate, and we will find a way to make that occur. You do not have to walk alone in your journey. You will be assisted by many beings of light, angels, guides, master teachers. All are available to you. Only call and ask, and tell them, say, this day I wish to grow in the light. You will bring much joy to the spirit world, for they wait the opportunity to be of assistance. I hope that all of you will take this approaching holiday time and use it. Use it for soul growth. Use it to bring light back to the earth. We must not give in to fear. We must not give in to hatred. We must not give in to isolation. We must reach across the divide and love our fellow man. Will you answer our call today from the spirit world? Will you love? We call you now. May you all be blessed. My name is Rose. Hey guys, I'm so glad to be here. And you know, whenever I channel, it just lifts up my spirit. And I hope that you were lifted by the message tonight from the spirit world. And, you know, tell me in the box below, you know, what you think. What has been your experiences with the spirit world? Have you ever channeled? Have you ever been to a seance? Tell me about where you are. Tell me if you like our seances and if you want more as well. And if you get a chance, stop by my website and pick up a copy of Messages from Rose. It'll surely help you. Maybe you want to pick up a copy for a friend as well. Anyways, thank you for being here. Keep it here. We'll be back here tomorrow on Sunday, and we'll have more for you then. Blessings to all of you. Thanks for being here. Oh, by the way, like this, favorite, share it with your friends. We'll see you back here on Sunday. Blessings to you all. Good night.